Hello everyone, I'm going to be ranking another big list. So I did one last week, my top 50 comedy movies. So this week I'm doing my top 50 action movies of all time. Um, um, but then next week I have another one which is my top 50 horror movies, and then to cap it off on the 26th of January 2021 we have my top 100 movies of all time. So that's a massive list. But we're just going to get started. And yeah, just because it's a big, long video, we'll try and aim for like 45 minutes to like 50. Okay, let's just get started. And number 50 is RoboCop. This movie, I really do enjoy. I think RoboCop is a movie I found really fun and action-packed. I know people probably wouldn't think of that. If you don't know what RoboCop I'm talking about, I'm talking about the 1987 RoboCop, the Beast one, obvious. But just a great movie that I really, really did enjoy. Yeah, I would recommend this movie to people. I think it's a decent enough action movie. Number 49 is Bad Boys, the first one. This might be, what's the word? Controversial, but I'm a massive fan of the Bad Boys franchise. Except the second. I'm not a massive fan of the second, but I'm a massive fan of the first, and I'm just the best ones for life. But Bad Boys is a movie I really, really do enjoy. It's a 1995 one, but Bad Boys is just a movie that I really, really did enjoy, and just a really good movie that I really did love. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are just fantastic. 48 is Atomic Blonde. This movie I do enjoy. I didn't really enjoy this the first time I watched it, but second time watched it, had no idea why I actually liked it, but it was a very action-packed movie. I like movies where like females like all the action badass, like kind of main characters in this movie. Well, in like action movies, like that's what I like in movies. But Atomic Blonde is not as a movie I do really enjoy. But yeah, I really, really do enjoy Atomic Blonde, and it's just a really good movie that I do enjoy. When did it come out? Came out 2017. Yeah, I mean, most of the 2017 movies were really good that year. But Atomic Blonde is a really good movie that I did enjoy. 47 is The Italian Job with Mark Wahlberg. I'm a massive fan of this movie. I love the Italian Job. I've always been a fan of the Italian Job, and I've always been a fan of Mark Wahlberg, ever since, God knows, it's been ages. I've been like years. But Mark Wahlberg is just a fantastic actor, and in this movie, he was really good as well. I really, really did enjoy the Italian Job. I'm a massive fan of this movie, and it's just a really entertaining, fun action movie that I really, really did enjoy. I think this movie is a movie that I think people should definitely watch, because it is a movie that's a really funny, entertainment action film that I would watch again. Yeah, I think people should watch it. It's a really fun, entertaining movie that it's really fun. 46 is Keanu Reeves' Speed. Speed, I am a massive fan of. I love Speed. I'm just a massive fan of Speed. I love Speed. I only watched it recently because I've never heard of Speed. I know that's controversial, but I've never heard of Speed, and I absolutely loved Speed. So yeah, I definitely have to put this on my list because it's just a really entertaining action film that I think is really, really entertaining, and I highly recommend people to watch Speed because it's just a fantastic action movie that's just really, really, really well done. And yeah, I'm just a massive fan of Speed. I don't know why, but it's just a really fun, entertaining action movie that I do enjoy. 45 is a movie, probably people wouldn't put it on their list, but for me, I think it definitely deserves to be in this list, is Tenet. I love Tenet. I absolutely adore, Tenet. I am a massive fan of Tenet. I know it literally came out last year, but Tenet was just fantastic. It was in my top 10 2020 movies I've watched, and it was it my number 6 or 7? I forgot what number it was, but it was just, Tenet is a fantastic job. John David Washington did a fantastic job as a protagonist. Not Robert Downey Jr. Robert Pattinson did a fantastic job in this movie. I forgot what his character's name was, and that Elizabeth Debicki, what was that her name? I forgot what her name was. Isn't it like Elizabeth or something? The main girl in the movie. I think she did a fantastic job as well. Kenneth Branagh did a fantastic job as well. Just a fantastic movie. 44 is The Expendables. I'm a massive fan of The Expendables. I love this movie. Sylvester's, just hear this cast, hold up. So we got, so it's directed by Sylvester Stallone, starring Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, Jet Li, Dolph Lundgren, Eric Roberts, Randy Concha, Steve Austin, David Zay, Gazelle Itali, Christopher Carpenter, Gary Daniels, Terry Crews, Mickey Rourke, Hank Amos, Edmund Joseph, Senior Mark, and more. Like, this is just fantastic cast. Plus, this movie overall is just a really, really entertaining action movie that I absolutely enjoyed. Plus, I'm a massive fan of Sylvester Stallone. He's a fantastic actor. Probably one of my favourite actors. Not my favourite, but my top 10 favourite actors of all time. And number 43 is X2, X-Men United. I love this movie. I've never been a fan of like the X-Men movies until I watched this movie. Because like Apocalypse was not good. Dark Phoenix was not, well, it was disappointing. And like those two were just, I know it's just those two. Like, but that's not fair in the franchise for those two, but my opinion, it just ruined the franchise. Dark Phoenix and what was it, Apocalypse. But X2 is the best one in my opinion. X2 is just a really, really, really well done X-Men movie that I absolutely loved. This was just such a fun, fantastic actually, action-packed, fun, entertaining action film that I really, really enjoyed. 42 is a movie probably people would have, well, I don't know if people would have put it on the list, but I'm a massive fan of this franchise. And it's Furious 7, part of the Fast and Furious. Yeah, Furious 7 is not my favourite one, but it is my second favourite Fast and Furious movie. And it's just a fantastic Fast and Furious movie that I absolutely enjoyed. Great cast like Vin Diesel, Dwayne Johnson, Tyrese Gibson, Chris Ludacris Bridges, and Natalie Demel. Who else? Oh, what was her name? Michelle Rodriguez. And like more. It has a fantastic cast. And Jason Statham as well as a villain. As Deckard Shaw did it. What was that his name? Yeah, it was. Did a fantastic job as a villain. I think he was just fantastic. But the cast was really good. The movie overall was just a fantastic movie. 41, a new release. Well, not really a new release, but came out last year in January. And that is Bad Boys for Life. I love Bad Boys for Life. Like I said at Bad Boys for Life is my favourite Bad Boys movie. So why would I put Bad Boys over Bad Boys for Life? Well, Bad Boys for Life, I just fell in love with. It's a movie that I was really entertained and just really enjoyed what this movie was. I've always been a fan of the Bad Boys franchise, and this movie just really surprised me on how good this movie could actually be. But it was a really good job. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence is fantastic in this movie. It's just a fantastic movie that I absolutely just adore, and just a fantastic movie that I think people should definitely watch. Number 40 is John Wick Chapter 2. I love John Wick Chapter 2. It's a fantastic movie. Just a fun, entertaining, action-packed Keanu Reeves movie. That, of course, I'd put Keanu Reeves in here. Like, Keanu Reeves he's not the action king, but, he's a really good, action actor. Well, he is an action movie, so I'll call him an action actor. But he's just a really well action actor that I absolutely do enjoy. I think he's just fantastic actor. But anyway, John Wick Chapter 2 is a really, really, really good John Wick movie. It's not my favourite John Wick movie, but it is a really, really well done, fun action movie that John Wick 2 was. I was just really looking forward to this movie, and I'm glad it came out in 2017 because I really wanted a sequel to this John Wick franchise. But this movie's just fantastic. I'm just going to take a quick break and I'll be back. Now we're in our 30s. And number 39 is Shazam. This movie is fantastic. I love Shazam. It's just a fantastic DC movie that I was really, really, really surprised by how good this movie was. Because I never knew that this movie was actually going to be really good. But it actually was. Which was surprising for me because, I didn't know how Zachary Levi would play as Shazam. But he did really, really well. I was really surprised by how good he was actually in this movie. And Asher, is that his name? Asher Angel or something? Asher Angel. And Jack Dylan Grazer did a fantastic job as well in this movie. The rest of the cast was fantastic. It was just a really fun, entertaining movie that I think just is fantastic. And number 38 is Fast 5. Now, this is my favourite Fast and Furious movie. Well, that means that's the only Fast and Furious movie. Well, that's the only one that, you know what I mean. That's the last one you have on this list. Yes, it is. And Fast 5 is a fantastic action movie. I love Fast 5. After the end of Fast and Furious 4, where Dom is going to... What, is that it? When Dom's going to prison or something? I don't know. I don't even have that one. After the 6th one, and I have the Fate and the Furious, and what else? I got some, but it's gonna be hard to get to. But anyway, where am I going? Fast 5 is a movie I absolutely loved. This was the entrance of Dwayne Johnson's character, Luke Hobbs. He was trying to track down Dominic Toretto, which was awesome. Wait, who was the villain for this? Wasn't it just Dom's crew? No, I already forgot who it was. But anyway, it was a fantastic movie that I absolutely just had fun with. Number 37 is Iron Man, the movie that started the MCU off. I love Iron Man. Iron Man is just a fantastic Marvel movie that I really, really love. It's a movie I fell in love with from when I saw it to now. Well, forever actually. Iron Man's just a fantastic action movie that I absolutely just adore. Really surprised by how good Iron Man was, because I didn't actually know how this movie could actually be really good, but it was really good, which was surprising for me, because I never knew it was actually going to be good. Well, I mean, yeah, it was going to be good, but I was just surprised by how actually good it is. But Iron Man's just a fantastic movie and always will be. 36 is Batman Begins, the start of to the Dark Knight trilogy. I love this movie. Okay, I'll tell you, all the Dark Knight movies is on this list. Dark Knight Rises and the Dark Knight. Just because of this franchise, it's just a fantastic franchise that I absolutely just adore. Just fantastic movie that Batman Begins is definitely a movie I fell in love with. It's a fantastic action movie that I just love. I love it so much. I don't know how much, but it's just a fantastic action movie that I think people should definitely watch, because Batman Begins is a movie that I highly recommend you watch, because for me, it is definitely a movie I highly recommend people to watch, because it's just a fun, entertaining, action-packed Batman movie. 35 is Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass, I love this movie. The second one is a movie I didn't really enjoy, but this one was fantastic. I love Kick-Ass. When I heard that they were gonna make this, well, no, I wasn't even. I was young, but like when I saw that Kick-Ass. When was the first time I saw Kick-Ass? I don't even remember. But Kick-Ass is just a fantastic movie that I just absolutely just loved. Um, I was really surprised by how good this movie was. Yeah, I didn't actually know that it was actually this good. Nicolas Cage was good in it. Chloe Grace Moretz was great. Aaron Taylor Johnson was great. Christopher Mintz-Plasse was fantastic. Mark Strong was fantastic as a villain. It was just a fantastic movie. That Kick-Ass is a just fantastic movie that I highly recommend you watch because it's just really well done. 34 is a movie probably people won't put on the list, but for me, I absolutely adore. And it's The Karate Kid. I love The Karate Kid. I've always loved The Karate Kid. Ralph Macchio, who played, what was his name? How do I forget this stuff? Hold on. Because Johnny was William Zabaka, so Daniel, that was his name. God damn, how did I forget that? Daniel, well, Ralph Macchio, who played Daniel, was fantastic, and William Zabaka, who played uh, how did I forget this stuff? Johnny did a fantastic job. Maybe it's because I've been watching Cobra Kai and I just love this. I have no idea, but it's just a fantastic movie that I absolutely enjoy. 33 is the original Batman from 1989. I love Batman. Batman is just a fantastic movie and just a really fun action movie directed by Tim Burton. And Michael Keaton, who played Batman, did a just fantastic job. That I think he did. Yeah, he did a fantastic job. I was really surprised by how good he actually did with this movie. But the Batman is sorry, not the Batman. Batman is just a movie I really enjoy. Oh, hold up. Sorry, just my thing's frozen out. There we go. 32 is The Matrix. I love The Matrix. The Matrix is a movie I just absolutely enjoy. When I watch it, I just fall in love with it because of how good this movie is. Keanu Reeves again in this list, fantastic job. Lawrence Fishburne did a fantastic Fishback. Wait, Fishburne or Fishback? I forgot. Did a fantastic job in this movie. I think. Well, yeah, Will Smith was supposed to play Neo. What was his name? Or Leo? Neo. Yeah, but it was a fantastic movie that I really did enjoy. 31 is The Bourne Ultimatum. I love The Bourne Ultimatum. I just really just enjoy this movie. Really surprised by how good this movie is because I never knew that it was actually this good. But The Bourne Ultimatum is just a fantastic job. Fantastic movie. Matt Damon, who plays this character, fantastic job. Did a really good job that I really enjoyed. But The Bourne Ultimatum is just a fantastic movie. And number 30 is John Wick. I love John Wick. John Wick is a movie I highly recommend people should watch because it's just a fantastic movie that I really did enjoy. I don't know. I don't know why I enjoy this movie. It's because it's a fun action movie with Keanu Reeves. Of course, I'd love this movie. Just a fantastic movie that I absolutely enjoy. Gonna take another break and I'll be back to do the 20s. Now I'm back to do the 20s. And number 29 is Thor Ragnarok. This movie I love. I have always loved Thor Ragnarok. It's just a fantastic MCU movie that made the Thor franchise worthy to watch. Taika Waititi did a fantastic job directing this movie. 28 is Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I love this movie. I've always loved this movie just because it's so fun and action packed that I just absolutely just adore, really. I love Arnold's performance in this movie. He did a fantastic job as this character, well, the main character in this movie. I think he's fantastic in this movie, and I'm just a big fan of him. 27 is Wonder Woman. I love Wonder Woman. And like I said, it's my favourite DC movie, the DCEU movie. I love Wonder Woman. It's just a fantastic movie that I absolutely just adore, really. I was really surprised by how good this movie was. Gal Gadot's performance in this movie was fantastic, and I wish I actually have this on DVD, but I don't. But I will one day. Just Wonder Woman is fantastic. I highly recommend you watch this movie. 26 is The Terminator. The Terminator. Another Arnold movie. I love The Terminator. It's just a fantastic movie. I actually saw it on... it was in the cinemas, actually. Last year. I saw it in the cinemas, and I was so excited to watch this movie. And I absolutely loved The Terminator. It's a fantastic action movie, really. Just a fun, entertaining movie. 25 is Avengers Endgame. People might say, oh, you should have put this at higher. Well, it's my list, so you can make your own. But Avengers Endgame is just a fantastic movie. To cap off the what was it called? The Thanos universe? No. Infinity Saga, that's what it was called. To cap off the Infinity Saga. Well, no, that was Far From Home. But anyway, Avengers Endgame was just a great cap off for Robert and Black Widow and Cap. Just a fantastic end off. 24 is The Dark Knight Rises. I love this movie. Again, in my opinion, that what was his name? I already forgot his name. And Christian Bale was the best Batman, in my opinion. I love Christian Bale as Batman. He's just fantastic as Batman, and just absolutely fantastic. 23 is Predator. Predator is a movie I fell in love with. Really. I just love Predator. It's a fantastic movie that's just really well done, and just a fantastic movie that I highly recommend you watch. The Predator is just a fun, entertaining action movie with Arnold that is just a fantastic movie. 22 is a movie on my 31 and 31, the big three. Who was it? Tarantino, Tarantino, Fincher, and Nolan. The Django Unchained. I love the Django Unchained. It's just a fantastic Western action movie with Jamie Foxx, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Christopher Waltz. Is that his name? I think so. I don't know. But it's a fantastic movie, and I highly recommend this movie. 21 is Guardians of the Galaxy. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I've always loved Guardians of the Galaxy. It's just a fantastic movie. But Guardians of the Galaxy is just a fantastic movie that I highly recommend you watch. Because it's just a fun, entertaining movie that I highly recommend. It's just a movie that I fell in love with. I'm not going to do a pause, but we're going into the 10s. Sorry, we're doing one more, sorry. 20 is Lethal Weapon 2. Lethal Weapon 2 is a movie I absolutely adore. This is my favourite Lethal Weapon movie, and if you didn't know. But it's just a fantastic movie that I absolutely just adore, really. I highly recommend this movie. It's just fantastic action comedy that I absolutely fell in love with. We're not going to do a pause, but we're going into the 10s. Number 19 is Mad Max Fury Road. I love this movie. I've surprisingly always loved, well, in 2015, I was like, oh yeah, I'll watch this movie. I watched it. I enjoy it, but Mad Max Fury Road is just a really, really well done Mad Max film, and I'm really pumped for the Mad Max Furiosa with Anna Taylor-Joy, Chris Hemsworth, and I forgot who else was in it. But anyway, Mad Max Fury Road is just a fantastic movie that I highly recommend. 18 is Baby Driver. I love Baby Driver. Baby Driver is a movie I highly recommend. Ansel Elgort's performance is fantastic. Jamie Foxx was fantastic. John Hamm was fantastic. Kevin Spacey was fantastic. Mostly everything about this movie was fantastic. I might actually watch this. And plus, Edgar Wright's performance was fantastic in this movie. I think he just did a fantastic job. 17 is Mission Impossible Fallout. I love Mission Impossible Fallout. I am a massive fan of this movie because it's just a fantastic movie, really. I highly recommend Mission Impossible Fallout because it's just a fantastic movie that I highly, highly, highly recommend you watch because it's just a fantastic, action-packed Tom Cruise movie that's just fan-blimmin-tastic. 16 is Raiders of the Lost Ark, another Indiana Jones movie. Harrison Ford, I'm already in, and I absolutely love this movie. This is probably my favorite movie from 1981 because it's just a fantastic movie that I absolutely just adored. But I highly recommend that you watch Raiders of the Lost Ark because you'll find out why it's just a fantastic movie and well deserved for being great. 15 is Casino Royale. I love this movie. James Bond, Daniel Craig, fantastic. I highly recommend this movie. I really, really did enjoy this movie. I was really surprised by how good this movie was actually gonna be, but it was a really, really good movie. It's not high on my list, but it is a fantastic movie. 14 is Deadpool. I love Deadpool. I've always loved Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds' performance as Deadpool, hands down, one of his best performances in a movie. I'm really excited for his new movie on Netflix, Red Notice, which I'm going to review. But it's just a fantastic movie that I highly recommend, and I think people should definitely watch this movie because you will find out why Deadpool is just a funny, entertaining action film that I highly recommend people should watch. Number 13 is The Incredibles. The Incredibles is a movie I've always loved. Great Pixar movie, really. It's not my favorite Pixar movie, but The Incredibles is just a fantastic action kid Pixar movie that I absolutely just love. But I highly recommend The Incredibles. It's just a fantastic movie that I highly recommend people should watch. 12 is Captain America the Winter Soldier, my favorite Captain America movie from just a couple of days ago, really, because I haven't seen this movie in a while, and I really enjoyed this movie. I was really surprised by how good this movie was actually, because I didn't know how good this movie was actually going to be, but it's just a fantastic action movie. Chris Evans' performance as Captain America, of course, is fantastic. That's a dumb question. Number 11 is First Blood, or Rambo First Blood, with Sylvester Stallone. Fantastic movie. I highly recommend this movie to people. It's just absolutely a fantastic action movie with, of course, Sylvester Stallone in this performance. Just a fantastic job. But Rambo First Blood, really, is just a fantastic movie that I highly, 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 highly recommend. And we're doing a quick pause and we're going into the 10s soon. Okay, now I'm back to do the top 10. What is number 1? What is number 10? What is number 9? What is number 8? What number 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Well, you get told right now. Number 10 is Aliens. I love Aliens. It's a great movie. Just a fun, entertaining movie that I really, really do enjoy. This is my favorite Alien movie. Always will be. Don't know why this is my favorite, but it is, and I enjoy it. It's a movie I enjoy. I don't hate. It's just It's just an enjoying movie that I enjoy. I don't hate it. No, I enjoy it. It's just a fun, entertaining movie that I enjoy. It's not a movie that I hate and go, oh no, this movie's terrible. And number 9 is Terminator 2 Judgment Day. This movie I absolutely adore. I've always loved Terminator 2 Judgment Day. This is my favorite Terminator movie, always will be. Arnold's performance was absolutely fantastic in this movie. Just a fantastic movie that I absolutely just enjoyed on where it was going, and just a fun, entertaining movie that I highly recommend you watch. Number 8 is dun 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 dun. Yeah, it's Ghostbusters. I love Ghostbusters. It's a great movie. Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd. Who was it? I forgot her name. His name. Great cast. Great people. I wish I could meet them, but I can't. But Ghostbusters is a fantastic movie that I highly recommend you watch, just because it's just fantastic and just a fantastic movie. 7 is Avengers Infinity War. I love Avengers Infinity War. Just a fantastic movie that I just adore, really. It's just a fantastic Avengers movie that I needed, really. It's a movie I love. It's a movie that I don't hate. No, I never hate this movie. It's a fun, enjoyable movie that I would watch constantly, because it's just a fantastic movie that I highly, highly, highly recommend. And number 6 is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, another action superhero comic, animation movie based on Miles Morales, a character I don't really know much about, but thanks to this movie I do. I'm a massive fan of Miles Morales now. Due to this movie, he did fantastic. I love his role in this movie, on how good he was as Miles Morales. Well, I already forgot his name, but whoever played Miles Morales did a fantastic job. Number 5, top 5. What is number 5? It is Blade Runner 2049. I love Blade Runner 2049. It's a fantastic movie. If I had to choose either Blade Runner 2049 or Blade Runner, the original with Harrison Ford. Wait, Harrison Ford. I'll probably choose Blade Runner 2049. Ryan Gosling's performance in this movie was just fantastic. Jared Leto was fantastic. Harrison Ford was fantastic. I just adore this movie. Number 4 is a movie. Of course, I put this on my list. It's Inception. I love Inception. Inception is my I can't really say because it's another list I'm gonna do, so it's kind of spoilers. But Inception is a fantastic movie that I just adore so much. It's a fantastic movie that I highly recommend you should watch, because it's just a fun, entertaining action movie that goes like, what the heck's happening there? What's happening there? What's happening there? Number 3 is Die Hard. Die Hard unfortunately didn't make it into my number 1 spot, just because the number 1 and number 2, yeah, they're like really into my heart. But Die Hard, it's in my heart, but like not really into it. But Die Hard, fantastic movie. Bruce Willis did a fantastic job in this movie. Just a fantastic movie that I really, really enjoyed. But Die Hard is a movie I highly, highly recommend people should watch. Number 2. What is number 2, you may ask? Number 2 is Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire, that came out in 2004. Yes, 2004. I love this movie. I've always loved this movie just because of how fantastic this movie is. I am just obsessed with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and I've always will be. Doc Ock, his performance in this movie, Dr. Octopus, fantastic villain. Number 1, what's number 1? I'm gonna do a minute talking about this movie. So number 1, what is it? Maybe people might be asking. And number 1 is The Dark Knight. Yes, this is my favorite action movie of all time. I love The Dark Knight. It's just a fantastic movie that I love so much. Heath Ledger's Joker is my favorite Joker, in my opinion. He is just fantastic. And what I said about Batman and not Michael Keaton, I forgot his name. What's his name? No. Who was it? Hold on. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Sorry about my hair. What the heck? The person who it is, Christian Bale, like I said, he's fantastic. He's the best Batman, and Heath Ledger's the best Joker. So this movie's fantastic. I absolutely love The Dark Knight. Why so serious? I can't even do a Joker impersonation, but The Dark Knight is just a fantastic movie that I highly, highly recommend. Whew. There you go. That is my top 50 action movies of all time. Next week on Tuesday, I'll be doing my top 50 horror movies. So wait for that. And I have 3 more videos to do. I have my favourite... Well, no, I won't do that. I'll do that tomorrow. Well, I have 2 reviews. I have Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Road Trip, and... What was the movie it was? It was a movie I forgot to say about what I'm doing is that The Other Guys. Another Dwayne Johnson movie. Yes, he was in it, so you can't say that. So yes, thank you for watching my top 50 action movies of all time. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel, be a big help. Thanks for watching. Take care. Peace.